Hello and welcome back to the channel. So one of the questions I get quite often is how to scan just for a high implied volatility stocks. And I thought I would show how to do that real quick. We're in the scan tab in Thinkorswim. The first thing I like to do is scan in the weeklies. The weeklies are going to give us the most liquid products to trade. Next we'll do a stock filter for last price. And we're just going to do from 5 to 50. So this will give us stocks ranging from $5 to $50 a share. And another stock filter, and we're going to do vol index, and this is just implied volatility. And we'll just do, say, 80%. I'm going to show, I like to do 200. We'll hit scan, and so that's bringing up in the weeklies, we have 50 stocks between $5 and $50 that all have at least 80% implied volatility. So the highest one is 187%, and the lowest is 81%. Now the next scan I want to show you is going to be IV Percentile, and we'll do another study filter. This is going to be a study filter here, and we'll go to volatility and IV Percentile, and we can set this to 50 to 100%. So that's telling us only 6 stocks have the IV percentile between 50 and 100%. So this IV percentile is basically just going to give us what percent of this range implied volatility is in. And by the way, this is just a study for implied volatility. And we can see that, in the spiders here, we're at basically the bottom percentage of the range. And if we look, IV percentile is 3%, the low was 15%, and the high was 46%. So currently we're at the lowest 3% of that range for the year. So let's say that we don't want to look at the entire year because say like this spike right here is basically going to kind of wreak havoc on a scan like this, looking at the entire year, especially if we were to go back farther. If we go even farther back to basically the crash that we had in March of 2020, I guess the coronavirus crash, if we want to call it that, this spiked the volatility up higher than what you would normally ever get. So this has basically skewed the results. So let's say if we want to just scan, say, the last 60 trading days or so, what we can do is we can go back to the scan and we can click this and edit this scan. And 252 basically is 252 trading days in the year. So what we can do is we can just change this number to 63. And we're going to do our input as 50. That was the min, and the max is 100. So same scan as before, but instead of scanning the last year of trading, we're only going to scan the last quarter. And how I got that number is basically we've taken 252 trading days in the year, divided by 4, and we get 63. So that's where I've come up with 63. If we hit OK and scan again, so now we have roughly 11 stocks. But now our IV percentile, this is still reading the last year. So I can show you how to add another indicator right here to show what we're looking at. So we'll go to the gear and customize. The first thing we need to do is take the IV percentile here. Look at that. We're going to copy it. and we're going to look up a custom. We'll choose a new custom. We're going to go to edit. Actually, I'm sorry. It's easier to go to the ThinkScript editor. We're going to delete what is here. We're going to paste. And we're going to remove the 252. And we're going to type in 63. And then hit OK. And OK. So now it is showing us, this is the, I guess I should have renamed it from custom to something else, but now we are showing, this is the IV percentile for the last 63 days of these stocks, and we can see it is in between our 50 and 100% that we have entered in the min and the max. So now if we look at these, let's look at JWN. We can see that it is roughly at 59. So if we want to look at the last 63 trading days, what you can do is actually just do a 3-month chart, and that's going to give you right at, I think that's actually 62 trading days. But now we can see that we're at the top half. So now let's look at NAV Navistar here. We can see that the IV percentile is 38 or 39, I'm sorry, but the IV percentile in the last 3 months of trading is actually close to 80. The implied volatility is at 42. So if we look, we're kind of right in the middle for the last year of trading. But if we look at a 3-month chart, we're basically at the top of the range for the last 3 months. So this is just another way that you can scan from implied volatility, or a number of ways. So hopefully this gives you some ideas and maybe a basis to start with. Thanks for watching. Bye.